Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, Crystal Sayers here. We're going to do a meditation, just getting everything set up for Facebook. So just a little patience here and we will get started. Hello. Okay, we are live. We are live. How's everybody doing today? Let me know how you're doing. We're just getting started here. Just making sure our sound is good. So if you can hear me, let me know. How's everybody doing? How's the day been? Seem to be having a little bit of a delay here, so just waiting to make sure that all of this is good to go. And I'm just going to put my phone here, make sure I can see everybody. Hello, Grace. Okay, so I take it everybody can hear me on the net. For whatever reason, I've got something else going on here and I'm not sure. There we go. Then I've got something else. Okay. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wonderful to have you here today. I'm super excited about this evening. And if you can just let me know once you're on, we'll just give everybody a minute or two. How was your day? Where are you watching from? I have an exciting testimonial to share with you in relation to something that happened specific to some of what we're going to be actually going through tonight. So very exciting. Hi, Grace. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on. All right. So we're going to get started. Okay. Don't mind me, just a few electronic things going on here. So we'll just get that sorted here and then we will get going with our beautiful meditation. I am so excited about this evening and being able to share. So I'm just going to start just by sharing actually that through a similar meditation to what we're doing this evening, I did take a client through a bit of a process. It was much deeper and more involved, but they were also struggling in their life with financial things and having tried many things and also being a very spiritual person and, trying to be in flow and trying to be in the surrender piece and all of this kind of stuff and many things not yielding results for them. And so we went through a beautiful session yesterday and they had some great healing that took place. And anyway, I just heard from them today and they said that within the last 24 hours that they actually had people wanting to start booking sessions with them. So this is super exciting because they just like immediately got 2 people and I could not be happier. I was like crying happy tears for this person because finances are a big thing and this is very much connected to our survival. And so yeah, so I'm so excited for them. And this is part of what, so the reason we're even doing this evening, among a few other reasons, but the main one is because I want to give people a little bit of an idea of sort of like a taster or a snippet of what we're going to be doing in my 8-week series called Heal Your Life, Grow, which is about grow your capacity for more, and then also manifesting aligned abundance. And so I couldn't be more happier for this particular person, and they allowed me to share their story anonymously. Hi, Jonna. Hi, Shannon. Great to see you on. Hi, Carrie. Lovely to have you guys. So I was just sharing a little bit for those, if you've missed, just about a client who yesterday literally had a massive breakthrough and had some clients coming in after we did some inner healing work and some reclaiming around energy and abundance. And so it fits right in with what actually was happening tonight. And I want to take you through a similar process and just to give you a little bit of an idea as well in terms of some of what we're going to do. I know this works because I actually have seen this work in my life. So lots of times we struggle to bring about the things that we really desire to have in our life, to live not just, paycheck to paycheck, or maybe, there's healing issues like within the body, there's health issues, and we can't figure out why things are not getting resolved, these types of things. And so we must take a look deeper because it requires, in order for us to have what we want, and not just have it, but to maintain it, because sometimes we can manifest something, we're working towards something and we receive it, but then sometimes we struggle to keep it. Like money is a really good example, or our health. And so there are reasons for that, and part of that is because we may be struggling to embody and to really live within that frequency. And in order for that to actually happen and for us to maintain a certain level of momentum, which is what what the series is really about, is having the support, doing the healing, doing the work, and then also reclaiming the energy of abundance, of health, of our vitality, of peace. And so there's so much turmoil going on, even externally, never mind internally. And so whatever is going on externally, we feel that we are affected by those things as well. And so we will draw to us things from the sort of collective awareness or belief system or heaviness that is maybe not healed within us. And so we need to heal that within us so that we can move forward into living a life that is more full of purpose and a sense of peace and calm, whatever it is that you are wanting. And it is okay for you to want those things. Many times we've been taught that we need to sacrifice, and many people in our past have been through experiences where they've had to really work hard in order to have the life that they had. But there is another way. And so there's another way that actually is about working smarter, not harder, where we can still have rest and be able to really move forward and to gain momentum. And so yeah, so I just welcome everyone here. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited for this evening. And the goal here is to help you to experience something different, a shift, a change, some relief. Many of us, we have our go-to vices, and the reason for that is because we want relief. The body wants relief. Our mind, our emotions want relief. And so there is another way for us to get relief, and that is by going within. And so tonight, my goal and my hope for you is not only would you experience healing on some level, or maybe all levels of body, mind, and spirit, but in addition to that, that you would begin to feel that sense of hope and relief that you are wanting and that you are able to experience. You can have it. You can experience it. You can live an abundant, joyful, peaceful life. And so this is part of that process. And so I'm going to take you through this. We're going to get started right away. I'm just going to say hello to a few people. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you on. Jonna, great to have you. Anna, hello, hello. So wonderful to have all of you watching. And this will be recorded, so it will be something available to you, so you can share this with people. And I just really I want all of us to experience a win tonight. That's my goal. My goal for you is for you to have a win, something that gives you hope to step forward. And As I shared with some of those who were watching earlier, you know, I met with someone who was in a pretty dire situation, a desperate situation. It's stressful. So we need to get the body out of stress mode and into that rest and restore. And that was part of it. But they experienced a massive breakthrough within 24 hours, having people actually wanting to have sessions with them. And they had one of them had an amazing session with them today. So things can shift and change really quickly. And that's the whole purpose of the sharing. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to ask you, you can lay down, you can sit down. I won't put any music on today. I don't have all that sorted out for today, but maybe next time. And I just want you to just begin to relax and just take some nice deep breaths and become aware of your body. And I'm just going to set that aside. Okay. So you can lay down, but I just say this, I don't want you to fall asleep. So if you're really tired, then maybe just sit in a chair so that you can sort of, to some degree, actively participate. Okay. All right. So a couple things that I just want to mention. So one is that we're going to do a little bit of breathing. So with the breathing, if you have medical issues or things like that, and I'm asking you to hold your breath for a longer period of time or whatever, do what is most suitable to you. But I will say this, that sometimes our brain says you need to breathe before you really need the breath. And so I'm just saying that because I would encourage you to take nice slow breaths. And if I'm saying to do it a little faster, then do it a little faster, that type of thing. We'll see if spirit leads to hold the breath, but my sense tonight is we're just gonna do some pretty simple breathing to just start off with. So when you're doing your breathing, if you could focus mostly on doing the breathing into your into the lower area just below the rib cage, into your abdomen. So about 75% in that area and about 25% up here. So lots of us breathe very shallow, and we want to get those nice deep breaths. That helps to move the emotion, it helps to move the energy and to support the body. And when we're breathing, the breathing process represents the inhale is the taking in life, is accepting what is as it is. So if you notice that you're in pain or you're uncomfortable there, that's okay. Just let it be there. Notice it. Don't push past what is comfortable for you. But the body is definitely more capable than we often give it credit for. So just keep that in mind. And the exhale represents how we are letting go of what is no longer serving. So it's the waste, right? So taking in life, taking in the oxygen, and letting go of what isn't serving, right? So whatever the body doesn't need. So this is part of the process of actually helping us to move emotions, to bring in some new energy, new life, but then also to let go of what we've been hanging on to or holding on to. So as we go through this meditation as well, it's more really of a healing process, I would call it, than a meditation to some degree, but whatever. As we go through this, you may have some really strong emotions coming up. And I just want to say this, let them come, let them be there. So the goal here is not to resist. So lots of times I was talking with this person yesterday, and it's like, you got to surrender and you got to be in flow. And, meanwhile, you feel like you want to punch the person in the face because they're telling you that. It's like, yeah, I know, but I don't know how to get out of that. And so many of us are in a state of sort of being overwhelmed. We're stuck, we're stressed, we can't think through things. So hopefully this will help support you in that process of de-stressing a little bit and getting some clarity for your life. So why did I say this? Because emotions often are very much connected to our thoughts, to our beliefs, all of the things. And so they're so powerful, and emotions actually can be very helpful for movement to get things moving, especially the emotion of anger. And so what I have found through my work, especially in the last little while, because we've had so much going on. I know there's lots going on, like astrologically and all of this kind of stuff. However, there's just stuff happening internally for us too. And so you have the combination of all of those things and the pressures of the world. And so we are bombarded by things externally that have an impact on our body and mind. And then we also can be bombarded internally by things that are unresolved, things that are stored, emotions, all memories that are unresolved within the body and the mind. And so you may find that emotion surges upward or is coming to the surface. And I would just say this, anger is a very, very big one right now. And anger is your friend. Trust me. It can be your friend. It does not need to be unhealthy. And I've just even recently, I've had many conversations with people where we've never been allowed to be angry, or if we've had any sort of religious background, we need to be joyful, you need to be happy, you need to, these kinds of things. And so sometimes we gloss over the anger and shove that down because that's an uncomfortable emotion. But actually, anger can really serve to help you. And anger is an emotion that helps to protect. So if you're feeling angry right now, even just as we're talking, or you've had things coming up with anger, give it permission to just be there and allow yourself to feel the emotion. You might be feeling grief or sadness. As things come up, just allow yourself to feel it, but also just be the observer. So don't go so far down into it that you kind of lose yourself. Part of this is about, as we go through this process, is about also being able to be the observer so that we can help to shed the light on, which is what we're doing by just allowing it to be there and to feel it. So yeah, so just so you know, you may be experiencing this. For some it'll be lighter, and for some this might feel like, whoa, this was like big emotional stuff coming up, and it's all okay, it's all relevant. So if you can, try and be somewhere where you actually can be relaxed, and where you don't have people by you and running by you. You need to be able to really enter in so you can get the best outcome. Okay, so let's get started. And if you have questions, I will answer them at the end. So anybody else coming in, you'll have to watch from the beginning to now. And we're just going to go through this beautiful process. And it'll probably take us maybe 20 to 30 minutes, depending how things go and sort of where I'm sensing we're going to be directed tonight. Okay, so just relax your body. If you can sit somewhere where you're being supported, that's good, or you can lay down, as I mentioned. And first thing I want you to do is just drop your chin a little bit and drop your shoulders, because we hold so much tension in here. So if your head is up or like this, we have a lot of tension in our jaw, and we just want to soften. Okay, so just take some nice deep breaths in and out. And as we go through this process, we're going to be doing a little bit of sort of cleansing, some purification. This is like weeding the garden. It's taking out the wildlings and the things that we don't want in the garden anymore because they're no longer serving a purpose. So we're making space. This is about building the capacity for you to actually begin to plant some things that you really want. So just as you're breathing, taking those nice deep breaths, I want you just to imagine that you are the garden. You are the garden. And I want you to breathe in and just sigh and just Just let out all of that. We hold a lot of energy here, so just sigh and let all of that out. Drop your jaw, whatever feels good. Just do that a couple times. Oh. And just feel your body relaxing. And again, breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you just to imagine that there is this beautiful, divine white light that is showering down over you. You can even just lift your head a little bit as if you're in the shower. And this white light is very cleansing, it's very healing. It helps the body to just relax. Breathing nice, relaxing breaths in and out. And again, I want you just to let out a sigh. Just relaxing further. Even if you don't feel relaxed, it's okay. We're telling the body and the mind, hey, we're transitioning here into a different state of being. So it's okay if the mind is going monkey mind. That's okay. You don't need to correct it. Just come back to the breath. Nice deep breaths in and out. I want you just to invite your guardian angel in. Just ask your guardian angel, come and help me. And just imagine they're just coming in. There's this beautiful, divine, golden light surrounding you. You're in this beautiful space. And we're just going to talk to our inner child for a moment. So I want you just to tell your inner child, hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. You're safe. And just breathe. Breathe in that beautiful feeling and sense of just being supported and safe. Breathe as deep down into your belly, even into your sacral chakra or your root chakra as you can. A couple nice big deep breaths in and out. And you can sigh if you need to sigh or make a sound. Lots of times things are just stuck in here and we need to express it. You might feel some emotion coming up. This is good. Just let it come. And we're just going to take a few deep breaths through the mouth and then releasing through the mouth. Okay, so nice deep breaths. You can sigh. Feels good to sigh, actually. A few more. We're just getting that energy moving. Now I want you to think of a challenge that you're experiencing. So it could be a physical challenge, it could be a financial challenge or a relationship challenge. Could be something in your body, some tension or pain. So what is needing your attention right now? What challenge are you feeling or facing right now? So just ask, what am I being asked to look at right now? As you're taking nice deep breaths. I want you just to ask your angel just to help you understand what is the root cause of this challenge. So this might be something from childhood, it might be something from a past life, it could be something current, but just ask what's the root cause? And I'm just going to give you a minute or two just to listen. So just listen and see what comes up. Don't judge it, just allow it to flow. You might feel emotions coming up. Maybe it's an emotion that's a challenge for you. Ask, what's the root cause? Show me where this originated. Nice deep breaths. I feel there's some tension here, so this isn't a bad thing. I'm just sensing the group, so this is good. Things are coming up. Nice deep breaths. Just gonna do a little bit of energy here just to help ground and just support us. You are safe. So let's say we're talking to your inner child. If it's a past life, you're going to talk to the person from the past life, okay? Or to the emotion. If it's just an emotion or a sense of something, that's okay. It doesn't have to be super clear. You just need to have an idea. So as you take a couple deep breaths, I want you just to speak to your inner child. Speak to that part of you. So you might have been shown something from when you're like 4 years old, or the point of conception, or you're 17. You're the adult here, so you have an opportunity now to parent the inner child, or that part of you that is needing some nurture and attention. Because you're being shown the root cause, I want you just to take a moment and talk to your inner child. Ask, what is it? What do you need? How can I help you feel better? So just ask and see what comes up for you. Nice deep breaths, relax. Drop your jaw, your shoulders if you need to. If there's tension there, just tell your inner child, you're safe here. It's okay. I'm a soft place to land. You can trust me. We're going to work through this together. Does your inner child need a hug and comfort from the situation? Could be a series of situations, a series of events. That's fine. Talk to the inner child, that sort of where you have the first memory of that or what you're being shown. I'm just going to give you a minute. Talking out loud is really, really helpful here because it's helping you to hear what you needed to hear that maybe you didn't. So even if you had amazing parents or not so great parents, nobody's perfect. They don't always know what you need. So now you tell your inner child what it needs to hear. Give him or her the comfort they need. I'm going to give you a minute or two. You might feel some emotion. That's fine. Let the emotion come. Nice deep breaths. And ask again, do you need anything else? How can I help you feel better? Nice deep breaths, breathing in and out, allowing any emotion just to surface. Thank your inner child for all that he or she has done to get you where you are right now. Just share with them some gratitude and how much you appreciate everything they went through and how they managed and how they coped. Even if they weren't always healthy coping mechanisms, that's okay. But that That inner child helped to get you to where you are and to become who you are right now. So just thank them, appreciate them, tell them how proud of them you are. Nice deep breaths. And just take a moment and just ask, just notice or ask, how are you feeling? How does the inner child or that part of you feel after hearing or feeling that comfort or that sense of nurture that they've needed all of this time? Do they feel relieved or hopeful? Do they still feel sad? Ask them what else they need. And just ask, how can I help you feel a little bit better? Nice deep breaths. You're doing great. And I want you just to take a moment. I want you to hold your arms out. So if you can do this physically, do it physically, okay? Hold your arms out and bring that part of you into your heart space. Bring them in. So you're bringing that energy. You're bringing that sense of comfort and nurture in. And as you're bringing that inner child inward, I want you just to imagine that they're filling up the space that they've needed to be in. And notice, how does it feel to bring them in to your space? What was once disconnected is now reconnected and merged into the body, into the mind. Nice deep breaths. Noticing just how you feel. I want you just to check your body, do a little body scan, and just notice how you're feeling in your body. Is it better, the same, or different, or worse, I should say? It could be mixed. So even it might feel the same or might feel worse. It means you might have to go a little bit deeper, but this is a good beginning. We don't have to get everything moved out of the way right now. It's just, we're just seeing one part. We're bringing that part back in. We're bringing that energy in so that, because you need the energy, you need that part of you to help you move forward. Couple nice deep breaths here, in through the mouth, out. I want you just to sigh. If you can let it out, make any sound you need to make. Just like let it all out. Let it just come. Big breath in and out. And just feel what it feels like. Nice big belly breath as much as you can, and a little bit on up top here. Full breaths in and out. If you feel a little lightheaded, that's okay. It's pretty normal, especially as we're getting the breathing going. This is helping to support your life force energy. We're getting oxygen. This is about taking in life and letting go of what is no longer serving. So the breath is really supportive here in this process. And so now, as you're in this state of sort of merging that part that needed some attention or nurture or some healing, What is an energy that you want to reclaim? So is it the energy of abundance or wealth? Is everything is an energy? Is it the energy of peace? Is it the energy of vitality and joy? What energy are you reclaiming? So if you can say out loud, I am reclaiming the energy of abundance, or whatever it is that is most relevant to you. It may not actually be abundance, it might be something else, but it will lead to abundance in the end. This is the beauty of it. So whatever feels most aligned to you right now that you need, maybe you're exhausted. I am reclaiming the energy of vitality, of being, of my aliveness, of energy. Breathe that in. And I want you to imagine that everything around you is surrounding you with this particular energy that you are reclaiming. Breathe that energy in. Breathe the energy of vitality in, whatever that is. Imagine that you're marinating in it. Imagine that you're just like sitting in this beautiful energy of abundance. It's all within you already. All we're doing is we're reclaiming. This is building the capacity. This is the replanting in the garden so that we can manifest what we want. I want you to smile. It feels weird sometimes to smile. Maybe you feel sadness. That's okay. But I want you just to imagine yourself and just feel what it feels like. So you're seeing yourself sitting in it. What does it actually feel like to be living in the energy of vitality or peace? What do you hear? What sounds do you hear? Who are you with, or are you by yourself? If this energy could have a taste, what would it taste like to you? Breathe it in. Imagine that you're actually eating whatever that taste is. It's okay even if it tastes like wood. It doesn't matter because you're not hurting anything. But imagine the enjoyment of whatever it is. It could be chocolate, could be like peace tastes like chocolate, whatever you're associating with. So this association is really helpful, really powerful. Nice deep breaths. I want you just to take a moment, and I've got this from this guy named Daniel. He's an awesome guy, and he talks about how when we go to order something at the restaurant, we usually decide. So this is about the reclaiming of something that you are wanting and more of in your life, or to embody in your life, is like putting in an order. So if you want a cheeseburger and fries and you're like, I want to add bacon to this, most of the time we're not too wishy-washy. Sometimes, we may have a hard time deciding, but it's really important that we decide what we want, because decision making is, and having clarity about what we want will actually help us to get what we want. If we're not clear, we won't have it. We'll hit all kinds of things, or you'll have a mixed bag of food in the garden as well as the wildlings, right? And so we want to get really clear. So I want you to imagine the same kind of knowing that you have, that your order that you ordered from the restaurant, that the waiter is coming with your order to the table. So envision whatever it is that you are reclaiming as an order that's coming out. You see the waiter or the waitress coming out with your plate of whatever it is, abundance, peace, energy, whatever that is, healing for your body. And they place it before you, and it is all yours. And I want you just to imagine that again, you're tasting it, you're eating this. It's yours. You can have it. You ordered it. They brought it out. It's yours. And sit in that feeling of knowing. And I want you just to smile, right? So smile and appreciate. Oh my goodness, this is so good. This tastes so good. It can feel really foreign when we're first doing this, but this kind of feeling practice is very helpful for the brain and for our attractor field. Nice deep breaths. And now I'm going to ask you to do something really interesting. I want you, as you are taking these beautiful deep breaths, I want you to begin to move your body. This is part of integrating. It's helping the body to actually like remember and to feel what it feels like to have what you want. So just move your body really gently. You can put your arms up, you could stand up, you could dance. But the whole point here is we're integrating. We're like, yes, I have this. Oh my gosh, this feels so amazing to be living and embodying this. I know that I know that I know I'm worthy of it. It's mine. And feel what that feels like as you're moving. A nice big deep breaths and a smile. And I want you now, just as you take a few deep breaths through the mouth and out of the mouth, I want you to ground that energy. So we're bringing sort of the bliss and this beautiful feeling of like, I'm having this, it's mine, I'm in it, I'm living in it. Grounding that into your body. So I want you to feel that energy moving through your body all the way down to your feet. Nice deep breaths. And as that energy is grounding in, I want you to ask now. So you can ask your angel or your guides, source, God, whomever you're comfortable with. Ask, what is my next aligned step as I'm moving into this, as I'm embodying this? What's one action that I can take as being part of my reality now? Nice deep breaths and just wait. For some, it might just be have a glass of water. For others, it might be a phone call that you need to make or something really specific related to your business or your job or a relationship. It may not make sense in relation to what you are reclaiming, but whatever you are being shown, now that you're in this beautiful state, you're going to be living more from your heart, more aligned, and it's coming from your higher self, your guides, your angels. So just give it a minute. Nice deep breaths, allowing your body to feel this beautiful energy. And just waiting. You can even write down, like maybe you're getting 2 or 3 ideas. Don't make your list long. Usually that's our brain Let it bubble up as what's the important thing for what's my next step? What's the most important thing for me to do or to know? Is there anything I need to know right now? This is a great question. So just ask that as well. What do I need to know right now? And just wait. Take a few nice deep breaths again. And just sigh. Oh, just allow yourself just to feel into that relaxation. And I want you just to take a moment as you're taking those deep breaths. Ask to be shown that if you follow through and you continue with this energy, ask to be shown what's going to happen in the next few months. Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing? What do you see yourself doing? What comes about as a result of moving in this direction? What about 6 months or a year from now? What does that look like? What have you accomplished by reclaiming this energy and taking this actionable step, even as simple as it may be? Nice deep breaths. And as we're coming to a close, I want you to think about two or three things that you're grateful for right now. What are you grateful for? Smile. Feel that feeling of gratitude for whatever is popping into your mind right now. Breathing that in. And you can just begin to move your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'd love a little feedback. How was that for you? How was that experience? What happened? What did you notice? Did you notice any shift in your body? Maybe you're experiencing less pain. Maybe something else has come up that's needing some attention. None of it's bad. It's all good. What did you see yourself doing in the future? Just give everybody a minute or two. Just pop your little notes in the chat. I would love to hear if you want to share, of course. Ella says trust. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Shannon says, I feel lighter. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hi, Norma. Shirley. Yeah, Ella. Nice to see you. Thank you all for being here. We'll just give it another second or so, and then I just want to share with you sort of the series that I'm doing. This is a small snippet of what we're going to be doing to really help build some momentum for you and to really support you. Hi, Sandra. Great to see you on. Yeah, if you want to pop any other little notes, that would be great. In the meantime, I'm going to share my screen. And I just want to show you, just going to take a moment just to show you about sort of this series. So this is the goal of the series is to help you heal your life, your emotions, your mental health, your physical health. And then the other piece is that growing piece. So how do we make space in our garden in order to actually have the capacity not to just manifest something, but to actually maintain it? And not only that, but to grow it even further. So this is part of that. And then the other piece is the manifestation, manifesting from being in a space of alignment and authenticity. This is super key. And so many of us are like, we're visualizing things that we want, all of that kind of thing, but we may be missing some other pieces. And so this is what I'm finding has been my own personal experience, but then also people that I'm working with one-to-one are also experiencing, sort of a mixed match of manifestation or no manifestation at all or whatever. And so this is a process that I have been through, and I've been going through this process on a daily basis. So every day I do some inner work, and I'm working on this, expanding my capacity, and manifestation is happening. So this is how I manifested my house that I'm moving to May 1st. And I had to also get really clear on what I wanted. And so the goal here is to empower you to heal your life physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to help you connect more deeply with your higher self and your spiritual team, to manifest the resources, relationships, connections, abundance, and experience more joy and peace so that you can live a more authentically aligned life that relates to your desires and your purpose here on earth. And so you're going to be in a community, in a small group of people. I'm not taking more than 10 in one group. And if there's more than that, then I'll start another group. We're starting this 8-week series May 11th, and it's 2 hours every week, and it alternates on Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. And so then here's kind of what you're going to learn and what you're going to practice. You're going to learn techniques and tools to be able to actually, like, practical tools. I'm all about being practical. It's not enough to say, oh, you need to stop stressing out about this. No, I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to teach you how to get out of stress mode. I'm going to give you several different types of tools, because different things work for different people, depending on, sometimes how much time you have. And these are things that are quick and easy. And even just the client that I had yesterday that I was telling you, who had this amazing breakthrough and had 2 clients come in after we did this deep healing session. And I even said to her, I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you'll have clients coming in now, because she had some massive breakthrough and there was inner child work that needed to be done. And she did that. And then we also addressed some other things. And all of a sudden she's got these clients, and I'm like, this is amazing. I just had happy tears. I'm like, this is what it's all about. I'm like, okay, this is working for me, and this is working for other people that I'm taking through individually. And I'm like, we need to do this as a group thing. We build momentum. There's something that different, even bigger things can happen and shift when we're doing this as a collective group. So the goal here is to help you move out of stress and survival responses and into healing and restoration, so you can experience more ease, more peace, more joy, and more energy. We want to connect, like I said, with more deeply with your intuition, your higher self, your angels, your guides, with source, God, to receive healing, because you can fast track things. Things do not need to take 20 years to work through. No, 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 no. It can, but it doesn't have to. And so you can receive healing from your spiritual team. You can receive guidance, wisdom, insight for your life. We want to heal the inner child. We want to neutralize negative experiences and triggers so that you really can take your power back and live with more confidence, having healthy boundaries, embodying what it is you really want and who you want to become. This is part of the process. Is we need to be able to neutralize things that well, this is a bad experience and this was a good experience, but actually, on the whole, actually it's an experience. So our perceptions of things and our beliefs have a lot to do with how things work out in our physical bodies, our emotions, and in our environment as well. So when we're being triggered, this is actually an opportunity for healing. It's something that's saying, I need attention. I need you to help me heal. And so our environment and people and different situations can often mirror back to us things that we're actually needing to focus on for deeper healing. And if you're ready to do that, this series is for you, because I think most of us, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're sick and tired of being broke. We're sick and tired of not having, a life that is filled with a sense of purpose and vitality. And if that's you, this is for you. This is what it's all about. And this also is about helping you to get really clear on what you want. Clarity is important. And many of us, we don't know what we want. So part of the process of these 2-hour sessions every week is to help you move stuff out of the way, clear blockages and energy that's stuck in the body and the mind, increase your capacity to manifest so that you can receive and build momentum and have this beautiful abundance in all areas of your life. Because abundance is not just about money. This is about your health, your relationships, your connections, your work, everything, right? How you care for yourself. Many of us, we have a very deep belief, deep down, that we're not worthy. And so there we experience a lot of rejection. I've had many people recently say, I feel like I'm not being heard. It's like I'm speaking even, but I feel like I'm not being heard, or people are not taking me seriously. There's a reason for that. It's because we need to go back and we need to do some healing. We need to clear out the garden so that we actually can produce the fruit, or the garden that we want, that actually is going to be more beneficial moving forward. So that's a little bit of an overview. I'm happy to talk to anybody if you're interested. It starts May the 11th at 10 a.m. So that's on a Saturday. And I do have specific dates. We will not be meeting over the long weekend. So I think I've made it so it doesn't fall on the May long weekend. And it's 10 a.m. Mountain Time for 2 hours on Zoom. And recordings will be available if you miss a session. So you're not going to, and they'll be available to you. So it'll be something I'll upload to YouTube. You'll have the link and you can access this information as many times as you want. The regular price for this, because this is kind of a beta program, so it's the first one that I'm running like this, I've discounted it. So from $9.98 to $5.99. And I do have payment plans available. So I want to make this really easy. I feel like I've had so much breakthrough using the tools that I'm going to be sharing. And then I've seen other clients and people have breakthroughs and experience the same kinds of things. And so I just want everyone to have access to this. So we could set up a payment plan. I'm totally happy to do that. So if you have any questions, or you feel like you would like to be involved, or you know somebody that this would be really helpful for them, please feel free to share. You can share the video. I've made it public as well. They can try out the meditation. This is like this meditation or something similar to this. We will do this every single week we meet. It's not the only thing we will do, but it is one thing we will do, because we need to cleanse and purify the body, the mind, our energy, agreements, contracts, things like this. And so this is part of the process. It's one small bit of it. And then there'll be teaching and we'll be practicing, and there'll be Q&A time, and probably like we'll do hot seat stuff. So when we most of the sessions, so everybody will get a turn to be sort of like the one that I would work with within the group, so that we can all learn from one another and support one another in each other's healing. So, and then there'll be other supports and stuff like that that I'm happy to provide along the way through this process. So it's not like you just come and learn and then off you go, but instead there'll be an opportunity for us to connect individually, so you can be supported as you go through, because we do sometimes hit roadblocks throughout our week. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. Thank you all so much for coming to this meditation. For those who are watching later on, thank you so much. Feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to be able to support you in this way. And I just really believe for some massive breakthroughs to happen for each of you, no matter what it is, whether it's emotional healing, mental healing. You know, some of us, we have addictions, weight issues, things like that, that we're wanting to address. This process will help you with anything, anything. So yeah. So hop on the train with me and let's go for it. And in addition to that, it's not all going to be hard work. We're actually going to do some really fun things around manifestation and play, and because that is important and a very important part of the process of growth and breakthrough actually is being in play and joy and pleasure. So I have some really fun things that we're going to do as well. So yes, thank you all so much for watching and for being here. I'm so excited for you. Please let me know what happens after this. I really would love to be in touch, and let me know, excuse me, let me know when you have a breakthrough, or if you're having a bit of hitting a bit of a wall. I'm happy just to chat. There's no pressure. And if I can help, happy to do so. And I'm doing individual sessions as well. So you can have an individual session or a series of those on your own too. So I have packages as well if you want just one-to-one. Okay, love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.